timing. So today we have a new series called Nikki's Kitchen, and yes, this is my kitchen, or it's more like my mom's kitchen. I don't usually cook. So today's recipe will be pull apart pizza twists. So let's get started. Put on my big apron. You see this? How long it is? Let's put it on. The things you'll need will be a pizza dough. You could make a homemade one or use a pre-made one like what I did. However much cheese you want, I'm just using mozzarella, but of course you can use other cheese too. Any toppings you want, I just have pepperoni and meatballs. You'll also be needing a rolling pin to roll out the dough, flour so the pizza dough doesn't stick to your rolling pin. A mat is optional, but you could also use your table. I'm just too lazy to clean my table. A cutting board to cut your toppings in. This is also optional. A knife to later cut your dough. A dough cutter, which I actually didn't use. A plate or anything round to cut the dough with. An egg to egg wash the pizza twist later. And the pizza sauce. So starting off with your dough, you want to put some flour on your mat or your table, doesn't really matter. And also put some on your rolling pin so the dough won't stick to it later when we roll it. Then you just want to start rolling your dough.
A few inches later.
Oh my god, it's so stretchy.
2 hours later. Eventually.
After you have rolled your dough into about half a centimeter thick, then you want to take your plate and cut along the edges. And it was probably a good idea if you use your cutting board or your table, because you could risk cutting your mat, which is why I was being careful here. After you have cut along the plate, you just want to take it off from the dough and put it aside. This is some very stretchy dough. Oh my god. Just put it aside, okay? Then you want to work on the other half of the dough.
12 seconds later. So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Now that you have rolled both of your doughs, you just want to add your sauce and your toppings. A little advice would be adding more sauce than you normally would if you made a normal pizza, because the dough will soak up most of the sauce you just added.
Bread.
You should also probably add more cheese and toppings because there wasn't enough when mine cooked. By now, you should also preheat your oven for 220 degrees Celsius or 430 degrees Fahrenheit, approximately. Then you just want to add your dough on top. In my case, my other dough shrunk, so I had to pull it to match the other one. Then you just want to add anything that's circular in the middle of the dough and cut 16 equal slices, but mine was not equal at all. After you have cut all of your 16 slices, then you want to take one slice and twist it 2 times. Then you want to pull on the ends and press it on the mat so it's secure. And do this to all of your 16 slices. Then you just want to egg wash your pizza twist by taking one egg and beating it and brushing it onto your pizza twist. This is optional, but I just added more of my toppings on top of my pizza twist, and I also added more of my cheese on top. Then just transfer it onto a pan. Then you want to bake for 17 to 20 minutes or longer, depending on how thick your dough is.
Meanwhile...
Ilagay, ibig sabihin. Dapat binagyan.
That's gonna be all for today, and I'll see you guys next time in another video. Just leave your recommendations down below as usual, and your recommendations, and bye!